Hello and welcome to Flat Out Helpful. My name is Jared, and for this video, we're going to need a little change of scenery.
Alright, so we have had a little change of scenery, as you can see, and I am with a guest. Please introduce yourself.
Hey, my name is Dustin. I do launch photography, and I'm an all-around rocket enthusiast, and I'm excited about what we have going on today.
And in this video, we are on location for SpaceX DM-2.
Yes, we are. We're super excited about this. This is going to be a very special mission that SpaceX and NASA are doing. They are testing their Dragon vehicle with Bob Behnken and Doug Hurley, and they're going to the International Space Station. There's another part about this that is super exciting, and tell us a little bit about that, Jared.
So this is going to be the first crewed launch on an American rocket from American soil with American astronauts since 2011, the last Space Shuttle mission, STS-135. So this has been 9 years in the making. We had to scrub you on Wednesday, so today is Saturday. So yeah, it seems like yesterday, but today is the second attempt.
Say that again. American astronauts,
American rockets on American soil. And
right, we got it.
So far, the weather is looking very nice. We can see the vehicle suddenly building a pad behind the camera over there very clearly. It's much better than it was Wednesday. No rain so far, 50-50 chance for go, but we are very much hoping that it's go today.
Yep, and as you can see behind us, there's some cumulus clouds, so let's hope those don't get too big. But right now we should be good for launch. We're excited.
Yeah.
So about this launch, as it is right now, launch is in about 3 hours away.
We're about 3 to 4 hours out from the launch right now.
Right, because it's about 4 hours away. About 3 hours and 40 minutes.
Mm-hmm. And they are about to get suited up.
Right.
Yep. So suit up is about to start soon. They're going to get into their pressure suits, and then comes the walkout, where they walk out the door to every astronaut from the U.S. since the Apollo missions has walked
Jared,
out to their vehicle.
So you have a personal experience with the location where they walk out. What is that called, and what was your experience
That
there?
is on the side of the Neil Armstrong Operations and Checkout building. It's a very famous location, and it's also the spot where they have the astronaut-only parking spots, which I will show a photo of that right here.
Yeah, that's interesting. Man, I wish I could park there.
Yeah, you got to be an astronaut for that, though.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're going to get out of their their room in the Neil Armstrong Operations and Checkout facility, and they're going to walk out, and they're going to get into 2 cars. But these aren't just any cars. These are what cars, Jared?
These are Tesla Model X's.
Wow, those cars are
provided
insane.
by SpaceX, and they have the NASA worm and meatball logo on them.
And I bet with the power of video editing, you can provide a nice
I'll give you a nice
image
image of what these look like.
With hopefully what they look like coming out in it. So we'll get an image from today's launch, and we're excited.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna get in those cars, and then they're gonna move. I believe it's about 13 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken, from.
Hey, but you gotta do an imperial, because we're in the United States. So come on, give us an imperial number.
Imperial. So it's got to be like 7.5 miles, I think.
Okay, good.
I think.
All right,
close enough.
All right, you're still American.
Might be 7.5, 8, something like that. Anyway, so they're gonna make that journey, and they're gonna pass the vehicle assembly building and the press site. So not all the. It's very limited now with the whole situation. But they're gonna try to get pictures.
We got all the presses out there working very hard in a hot Florida sun like we are.
I wonder if I know that our good friend Tim Dodd, the everyday astronaut, has he drives a Tesla, and he's an everyday astronaut. But I wonder how his face is going to light up when he sees an actual astronaut in a Tesla. That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, that's going to be cool.
By the way, this is not sponsored content, so anyway.
You should go subscribe to Tim Dodd. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, everyday astronaut. Yep. But before you do that, subscribe to this channel.
Make sure you like and subscribe to the video, because liking the video helps YouTube recommend my videos to other people who might be interested in this stuff, and it shows that you like the channel. So get with that.
Yeah, and I believe subscribing to this channel gives you lifelong health benefits too. So that's
I can neither confirm nor deny that.
Yeah.
All right, back to the mission.
Confirm nor deny.
Back to the mission.
So they get to the launch pad. So it's not just any launch pad. What launch pad is it, Jared?
So NASA has 2 of their flagship launch pads out there at the Kennedy Space Center, 39A and 39B. Both go all the way back to the Apollo missions. They've both launched Saturn V rockets. Well, 39A has launched people to the moon, and they both launched space shuttles. And now 39A is about to launch the first Crew Dragon rocket.
So something really funny about that is because of how the SpaceX spacesuit is designed, when the astronauts get out of their Tesla Model X's and they look up at their rocket,
they gotta be like leaning back like
they gotta lean back. They can't even tilt their heads because their helmet is fixed to the rest of the system.
It's not a very maneuverable suit like the ones that they use for spacewalks. It's just meant so that if the cabin depressurizes, they have oxygen, so they don't suffocate and die. That would be pretty bad.
I'm pretty sure it's comfortable for them.
Yeah,
I'm sure they have the utmost ergonomics and all that good
They
stuff.
definitely have a more aesthetic design than the previous spacesuits.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
So they get out of their Tesla Model X's, they look at the rocket, and then they get into the elevator and they go up to, I believe, the 255-foot mark. They get out of the elevator there, and because there's not an elevator portal at the 265-foot mark, they actually have to walk upstairs.
Oh, so man, that's a hard workout right there.
So they walk upstairs in these spacesuits. I'm sure that's a special, it proves them genuine as the very fit test pilot astronauts that they are. I'm pretty sure that Jared and I would have a hard time if we were trying to do that. So
yeah. And then they make their way across the crew access arm, which is colored match the rest of the fixed service structure there. It got that nice black and white aesthetic that SpaceX
gorgeous.
Gave it to
it's
it.
Absolutely gorgeous.
It looks very
stunning.
nice.
It looks like something out of either 2001 Space Odyssey or
SpaceX is really good with the aesthetics.
Very very amazing. Their creative team is phenomenal. By the way, if you're part of HR and you need somebody to be part of their creative team, I would love to join the SpaceX team. Anyway,
hey, no shilling on camera.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So then we have the astronauts. They get helped into the Dragon, but they don't just get any help. They get help from whom?
The SpaceX ninjas.
Boom.
Oh. They gotta tame the Dragon. So
they need to tame the Dragon. Exactly. You need ninjas in full black uniforms. Of course, the mask
and the mask. Yep.
Tame the Dragon.
It looked pretty cool. I'll try and fit a photo in here of them. But they're the closeout crew. They're the ones that strap them in, make sure everything's okay, and close the hatch and say goodbye.
Exactly. So the hatch closes and the astronauts are in there, and something really cool happens. So this is actually before the hatch closes. Their seats rotate up into the prone position, so they're in the right spot where when they're in the launch and descent, they have the forces influence the human body in the right way. So it's very important biomechanically that they get into that position. So for those of you that are watching this, if you ever taken a long trip and you took a rest and you just lean your car seat back, you know exactly how they feel. Except they put their seat back to go. You put your seat back not to go. So it's kind of a topsy-turvy way to think about it. So fast forward to about 45 minutes before launch. What happens, Jared?
45 minutes before launch. I don't know. You tell me, Dustin.
Okay, 45 minutes before launch, the team gives the final go, no-go. So we're hoping today, even with the potential weather constraints that the team is looking at, we are hoping at the time that you see this, you will know exactly what happens. You are looking at us in the past. So you're traveling back in time, and we're blissfully unaware of what the future holds. So
I mean, the weather does look nice, but it's Florida.
So 5 minutes from now it could be.
At least it's not raining like it was last time.
Yeah, last time was crazy. So last time we had all sorts of plans to do stuff just like this, but it didn't work out. But hey, you're watching us now, so it's good. So they 45 minutes. Oh, bugs. Anyway, 45 minutes. They give it a go, and then they take the crew access arm and they pull it away.
Yep, they don't want that in the way when the rocket goes up.
And then a few minutes later, in order to make sure the astronauts are safe through the next process, what do they do to the spacecraft?
They begin to arm the flight abort system.
Exactly.
The Super Dracos are primed and ready to go if anything goes wrong. Should the rocket disassemble very quickly and unexpectedly.
Then they begin to, 35 minutes out, they begin fueling the first and second stage with fuel, and they begin to put liquid oxygen into the first stage, and a little bit later in the process, then they'll begin to put liquid oxygen in the second stage, and by the time we get to T-minus 1 minute, what does SpaceX do?
They scrub the launch.
No! If that actually happens, I will.
I mean, they didn't wait till pretty close to scrub it last time. They were already fueling the vehicle.
Yeah, if that actually happens, I'll be pretty disappointed.
Yeah, we'll all be disappointed because we've been here since like 7 in the morning.
Yeah, and then my face just now will become a GIF.
And it's Florida, so it is very hot.
So what's actually going to happen is the auto sequencer is going to begin to start. So that means that the Falcon 9 and Dragon are going to be completely autonomous for the rest of the launch process, and that process can only be stopped and aborted if somebody in the launch control center or somebody in Hawthorne yells hold, and they'll stop it, and that'll be an abort, and that'll be a scrub for today. Again, no scrubs. We are blissfully unaware of what the future holds. You're looking at us back in time, and you're like, man, these guys are dumb. You guys know exactly what happened.
And this is an instantaneous launch window, so they have to either go or not go.
So why is it instantaneous, Jared?
So I don't actually remember that one. I know somebody talked about it before.
So the International Space Station is orbiting the Earth.
Yeah, that.
And as the space station is orbiting the Earth, the Earth is also rotating. So think about it this way.
They want to line it up like you're making a shot for to get the 8 ball in the hole, but all the balls are traveling at like 1,000 miles an hour.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Have you guys ever been to an arcade where you have the ball toss and the target is moving back and forth and back and forth? You have to throw it, and it has to meet that target at exactly that point, because the Dragon can only hold so much hypergolic fuel, and there's a certain extent where it would need more fuel to get to the space station than it already has if they launch at a different time. So they literally line it up perfectly. And when it's called a plane, if you don't know what I'm talking about, Scott Manley has some great videos. So check his stuff out. Go to the YouTube search bar after this video is done, of course, and type Scott Manley orbital plane change, and you'll find it. And that's plane. I believe it's PL.
Yeah, PLANE.
Plane.
No, because that's the normal.
Okay,
like the one that you're talking about. The plane is like the surface, like a coordinate plane or something like that.
Anyway, so they launch at T0. They go to space, and hopefully this happens today. How about that, Jared? What do you think?
I hope so. The weather is so far being cooperative.
You ready to see some astronauts get into Teslas?
Heck yeah.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
we actually had a launch today.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
It's against all the odds, too.
Yeah, the weather cleared up right at the time we were going to have the launch.
And it was gorgeous.
Yeah, it was perfect out, and there they went.
Yeah, it wasn't just a launch where, 5 seconds into the clouds, man. No, I'm sure most of Titusville, if not the entire area around here, got the chance to see a beauty. I sure hope my friends in Orlando got to see it too.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, it was great, and again, we got to reiterate this:
American astronauts
on American rockets from American soil. All right, you know it. You know exactly where it's going. So Jared, tell me about your experience.
Oh, I was the back of the crowd photographing people looking up at the rocket launching, and so I put a little phone on the ground and recorded all the sound from that, so I have some launch crowd ASMR. It was very nice looking up in the sky, knowing that rocket has people on it. It's a different feeling.
Yeah, it was really special, and there's something. I'm having trouble even coming up with the right words, but there's just something sensational, something special, something amazing, something awe-inspiring that, we're not just sending a rocket and it's not just going somewhere way into space, but there's actually people like you, people like me, people like Jared that are on that. You have Bob and you have Doug, who are both fathers of and they're both husbands of astronauts, and they both have two young boys that will one day be inspired to achieve their dreams because they see their dads achieving their dreams. And when you put it in the perspective like that, it truly changes the way you think about it, man. It's special.
Yeah.
So.
And the first operational Crew Dragon flight, Crew 1, is going to be coming up soon this summer.
It's going to be great.
Yeah.
Of course, we have a lot to look forward to. Obviously, the test isn't done. A major milestone has obviously been accomplished.
They're on their way.
But
they still have to dock with the ISS, so they
still have to get there.
Still have a ways to go.
If we learned anything from the OFT test for Boeing, there's still a lot more to go. So we'll see what happens tomorrow morning. Hopefully, it's a great dock. Hopefully they get on the station and they have a great time doing astronaut work, whatever that is. They're going to be helping out the crew on the station, and they're going to be doing some good things, making sure the Dragon's in tip-top shape for its return home. And what's really cool about being on the Space Coast is it's not only the place where Dragon's going to launch, but it's also going to be a return of where, generally speaking, where it's supposed to land. And so just about 30 to somewhere between 30 and 50 miles off the coast of Cocoa Beach, Dragon is going to come back in a few months, hopefully August sometime.
Yep.
So yeah, Jared, any other thoughts? Anything that?
No, that's about it. This was a pretty good day. I'm pretty sunburned, but it was worth it.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, for those of you that don't know much about spaceflight, this is the perfect opportunity to begin to be interested in it. Think about it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist. You don't have to understand how the rocket works or why certain things do what they do. You just have to know that space is changing the way we live. It's changing the way we think, the way we communicate. Currently SpaceX is also putting up Starlink satellites, and their vision is to have a continuous internet everywhere. So today, a little bit earlier, we had some struggles. We were not able to watch the webcast. We had to actually put on a radio station, and so it was bringing it back to the Saturn V days, I guess. Putting the radio tuner on, trying to figure out what station we have it on, and hey, it was a good day nonetheless. So thanks, Jared. Thank you for bringing me on, and it's exciting. Again, I'm Dustin,
and I'm Jared, and this has been Flat Out Helpful.
Flat Out Helpful. Yep.
Have a flat out awesome day.
Same to you. Thank you. Peace.